And welcome back everyone, Cheese from Pathdao. Today I'll be guiding you on how you can raid, on tips and tricks on how to raid. Of course, the first thing is you need some energy, raid energy. Reminder that you need one energy at least, and it takes 1 hour for you to generate one energy. So before we get into the raid itself, first of all you need to look at your fighters. Okay, try your best to study your fighters and understand your fighters skills, and then once you've done that you can go over to your team, right? So over here I've already set my team up, but I'll just remove this just for you to see. All right, so when you enter your team management area, this is how you see it. All right, so this is how I'm going to set up my team. I'll put Dale here, and then Oscar, Jonathan, Destiny, and Matthew. Right. So the reason why I'm placing it this way, bear in mind that you can set this team for offense and for defense, but I'm strictly speaking for offense at the moment. Okay. So the first thing I want you to see is Jonathan. Right. So Jonathan's skill. Okay, he recovers 39% of health for allies, for the caster and nearby allies. Nearby allies, that means the ally that is to his left and to his right. So if anyone is using Jonathan, do not put Jonathan on the far left or far right. He needs to be either in slot 2 or slot 4, never 1 or 5, because then he won't be able to heal a ghost, right? So back here again, and not only does he heal, he also creates defense for against raid for 3 turns for the nearby ally and himself as well, right? So then the next person I have is let's go to Destiny, right? So Destiny deals 335% damage, and all allies get 39% healing received for 4 turns. She does not actually heal, but she improves healing, which is important. Alright, so normally you can use Destiny first and then Jonathan to heal either Oscar, Jonathan, or Destiny, right? And then you have Matthew here, right? Deals damage, 116% damage to all enemies, right? So take note, this is damage to all enemies, and reduces defense of all enemies by 34% for 6 turns, which is quite important. So, but bear in mind, his damage does not deal damage with less defense. He sets up for future attacks from whether you're completing your puzzle tiles or whether it's from skills. And then finally, you have Oscar, right? So Oscar, what he does is he deals 300% damage to the target, right? And he reduces the target accuracy for 35% for 4 turns, which can get you out of a pinch, because if let's say the opponent uses their skill against you, then they will miss, and it might save your fighter's life. And last but not least, of course, you have Dale, right? Recovers 22% for all allies. Just now, Jonathan was nearby allies, and Dale recovers all allies, and all allies get 30% attack for 4 turns. So I have a few combos I can play here. If let's say I require healing, I need to heal my team members, then I'll use Destiny first, because she improves healing. Her skill improves healing. She will deal damage to one person, to one fighter, and improve healing. Then I'll use Dale or Jonathan to heal, right? If I want to deal more damage, what I'll do is I'll use Dale first, because he improves damage. And if I have Matthew triggered as well, I can trigger Matthew first, because he will lower down everyone's defense. Then I'll use Oscar and Destiny to deal the damage. And then, of course, I'll complete the puzzle tiles and whatnot. So this is how I chose to set up my team. And I prefer if Jonathan heals Oscar and Destiny rather than Dale or Matthew. If you want, for example, I can always choose Dale to be here and Oscar to be here, so that both healers can heal each other, right? Then you'll be more tanky. But at this moment, I prefer to have Dale here and Oscar here, right? So once you're done, accept. You can choose. You can create 5 teams, right? So you have 5 teams here, different setup, different type of heroes, different positioning if you prefer. And then once you are happy with this, you can select one of the 5 teams to be your defensive team, right? So that is up to you, entirely up to you how you want. But remember, positioning plays a major role in your defense as well as your offense in case you have guys like Jonathan, right? So once you're done, just click accept, right? And then we'll head out to raid. So, of course, the next thing you need to do with raid is that you need to see your opponent's skills. Take note of their life, their defense, and their damage as well as their skill. Right, so this guy deals 305% damage to target and minor damage to nearby enemies. So similar to Jonathan, but instead of healing allies, if he targets my middle guy, slot 2 and slot 4 will take damage as well. Middle guy is meaning slot 3, right? Then the caster and nearby allies get 21% energy generation for 5 turns. So this guy and his nearby allies will gain energy faster after his skill is triggered. And also they gain 54% defense for 5 turns, right? So as you can see, he placed his this character, this Alex, on slot 1, which does not benefit a second ally, right? But he has Jonathan in the middle. So Jonathan will be able to heal John Wook and Huang, right? So Jonathan will be able to heal these two, and Jennifer deals damage, dispels buff, and also gain defense against yellow for 5 turns. So Jonathan gains defense against red, this one gains defense against yellow. Then you have Huang, who does quite a bit of damage, okay? Deals 305% damage to the target and reduces the energy of the target by 25%. Meaning to say, if you have a fighter with full energy, and Huang targets that particular fighter, it will reduce that fighter's energy and you won't be able to trigger your skill anymore. Next, you have John Wook, right? So he deals 507% damage to one target. Okay, so if he triggers, it's going to be quite painful as well. Right, so let's head into the game. Right, so we seem to have some decent tiles here, so I'll start off with trying to damage the guy on the left hand side first. But since I have no other choice, I'm gonna have to play something else to gain some energy. As best possible, I try not to hit Jonathan, but I don't really have a choice. Now, since Matthew is triggered, I'll reduce their defense and then try and see what I can get some hit. Alright, so left guy is dead. Okay, I'll start my combo again. Matthew first to reduce their defense. It won't stack, but it will just continuously reduce their defense. Right, so now to finish off Jonathan, hopefully we don't damage him to a point he's just about to die and then he heals up. Right, so I want to kill Jonathan using Oscar's skill, but I don't have enough energy at the moment, so I'll just try to deal as little damage to him as possible without charging his skill up. I gotta trigger this yellow here, but it's not enough, so I'll try one more time on the right hand side since Huang skill hasn't charged up yet. Right, so now I have enough energy. Let's kill off Jonathan first so that he doesn't heal, and to finish off the rest of the guys here. So if let's say you want to charge your energy, right, and you don't want your opponent to charge their energy, you can do what I just did just now, you know, and you can always just try to complete puzzle tiles and let them hit the air without hitting your opponent so that they don't charge their energy. And I'm hitting Huang last because I want to charge up my skill. I don't want him to attack any of my fighters and reduce the energy of my fighters, but now I'm just able to finish him off. And there you have it, guys. So a good win against a tough team. I hope this guide has helped you, and good luck and have fun, guys.